Welcome back to Zombicide Black Plague. We are with Baldrick and his bumbling band of adventurers as they take on the Evil Temple, Quest 8. And we need to scoop a couple artifacts and take out the abomination, which is locked currently, thankfully, down in one of the vaults. Okay, let's see who's going first. We got Anne out here in the street. Nellie's out in the street. We got Baldrick, Samson, and Morrigan are in the room. And we got a couple of Deadeye Walkers right here. I think we might begin with... let's begin with Baldrick. See if he can disintegrate these, these Deadeye Walkers. Alright, Baldrick, you're up. Let's see what he can do. Oh, that's the mana. I grabbed the wrong spell. Let's take a look at this spell, shall we? We have, and it can be dual wielded if he finds another disintegrate. Anyway, he's rolling a 0 to 1 range, so he's 1 range. He rolls 3 dice, hits on a 5 plus, doing 1 damage a hit, as you can't quite see that. But anyway, spell if he rolls a 6, it's plus 1 damage. So this has the possibility of doing 2 damage. He could take out a fatty with it if he rolls a 6. Of course, this is Baldrick, so he hasn't rolled 1/6 with Disintegrate yet. Why would he start now? Alright, his free spellcasting action, he's shooting at those Deadeye Walkers, needing a 5 plus. Baldrick! 3 4s. Alright, yep, I'm going to get out the 1-deck dungeon dice pretty soon. Alright, that was his free spellcasting. He has 3 more actions. Oh my goodness. Second action, doing it again. He gets 1 of them. Wow. Wow. That was his first of 3 actions. He gets an experience. He's up to, 5 experience. 1 more. He'll be at 6. Okay, this is his second action. He's looking for 5. And he gets 1 more. So he does manage somehow to get both Deadeye Walkers. It took him his free spell casting and 2 of his 3 actions to do it. He has an action remaining. He's going to search for his final action. We're looking for something good. What does he find? Is he going to find another zombie? He finds Transmutation. Okay, an enchantment. Once per turn, the survivor discards an equipment card of your choosing from his inventory. Then draw an equipment card for him. He can reorganize his inventory for free. This is not a search action. This is the card is played as usual. Okay, so once per turn, the survivor discards an equipment card. He could discard Mana Blast. Is a Mana Blast an equipment? I don't think Mana Blast is an equipment. I have to double check this. So anyway, we'll put that in his backpack right now. It says once per turn, so it's not an action, I don't think. Or it's an enchantment. I believe it is an action. I'll double check that. Alright, Baldrick scruffling through the papers in the room, and he finds a transmutation spell. How appropriate for him. Okay, we do have some more characters to go. I think I kind of want Samson to go over here and try and take out the 1 walker. Actually, Samson is currently sitting with a storm bow. So you know what? Let's have Samson go next. I know Samson has a tough hide. What is the storm? Well, the storm bow, actually the storm bow is from 0 to 3. So he could shoot that in the same zone he's in, rolling 3 dice, hitting on a 3 plus. That's super big odds to take this guy out. Do we want... Oh, we don't want... Oh, hang on. We want Samson to get that... we want Samson to get this because that won't put anybody into the yellow. So let me redo this. We are going to have Morrigan go next because she's got 2 experience. 5 more puts her into the yellow zone. We don't want that. She's going to try out her new vampiric crossbow bolts. The survivor heals 1 wound each time he kills a zombie. So she's going to be rolling 2 dice, hitting at a 4 plus, range of 1 to 2, doing 3 damage a hit. But for the first action, she has to move here. So that's her first action. Her second action will then be to fire off the vampiric crossbow. Now she has plenty of bolts as well. Just to add that in there, it says you may reroll all damage, all ranged attacks once with weapons with bolts. Keyword, the new result takes place of the old one. So you have to reroll all of your dice. And that works in her backpack. Plenty of bolts. Alright, let's, do I have to rearrange? I've got to rearrange the camera slightly to get the dice tray in here. We're going to have Morgan with her second action shooting at the one lone walker. Alright, I'm going to slide that over here. We're going to put the walker at the doorway. He's trying to hit just as he's coming through the doorway. Or she, I guess it's a she zombie. We are firing the vampire crossbow. 2 dice, hitting on a 4+. Probably, what do we get? A 3 and a 1. Guess what? She has plenty of bolts. So she's going to fire that again because it hits on a 4+. So her second action, this time, no mistake, she takes out that walker. See you later. Clearing the way for Samson. That was her second action, even though she re-rolled because of plenty of bolts. She gets another experience. She's up to 3. For her final action, yes, she's going to do a search. Going to see what she can find. What do we find? She finds salted meat. Discard this card to gain an experience point. She'll throw that in her backpack. She'll have some salted meat hanging around with her plenty of bowls. Alright, that was Morgan taking her turn. And now we can see everything going on here. Samson's turn. Samson is going to go 1, 2 actions. He's in the room with this for his third and final action. And this costs giving him 5 experience points. He will take a look at this. What is on the other side? Come on, be yellow. It is nothing. No. Okay. Failure. Samson does not find the key. That was his third and final action. I will give him 5 experience though. He goes from 1 to 6. Still in the blue zone though. He's got no actions remaining. Okay. We have Nellie and Anne out in the street, and I suddenly realize that that's probably not a wise place to be. But let's figure out what Nellie and Anne are going to do. Okay, the only people that had ranged weapons really were Baldrick and Samson and Morgan, and they have already gone. So Anne has a short sword. Anne and Nellie both have short swords. You can't take these guys out with a short sword. That's really bad. Okay, maybe we're going to do some more searching. I'll have to rearrange the camera here a little bit. Alright, so Nellie's going to take her free move and move into the room with Baldrick and say, hey Baldrick, what's up? Did you find anything in here? So she's going to do a search. She does a search action and she finds a repeating crossbow. 3 dice hits and a 5+. Well, yeah, she'll take it. Now she's got a repeating crossbow. But it only does 1 damage a hit. Range of 0 to 1. Okay, better than nothing. She will then take a second action, move back out onto the street, because this runner's coming along. Is Anne going to live dangerous? No. No. So she's going to give up her final action. She's just going to remain where she is. Okay, up next is Anne. Anne has Bloodlust melee. But she does not, the fatties, she has no weapon to take the fatties down. So she's just going to go 1, 2 in here with Baldrick. And now, she has a shield too though. She's going to do a search. Going to do a search for her final action. Final character, final action. If this is a zombie, we are in trouble. So she finds plenty of arrows. Okay, well, she'll put that in her backpack. She has no ranged weapon though, so that's not going to help her. Alright, that was everyone taking their turn. We've got 1 of the 3 objectives uncovered, and it didn't really help us, did it? Okay, that was probably not I should have done something different. Anyway, it is what it is. This is Baldrick's Bumbling Band. They're not going to make the optimal moves, are they? Of course not, because Baldrick is their leader, so that's what happens. Alright, we're going to move all of the zombies on the board, and then we're going to get into spawning. Alright, a long shot should get everybody in. So the runner, 1, 2, coming for Nellie. The walker is just going to move 1 there, no problem. The 2 fatties are coming for Nellie. The necromancer will move here. He is trying to go down this street. If he can get to that exit, then that spawn point becomes permanent. The 2 walkers come with him. And finally, we got 1 fatty and 2 walkers coming here, and we got another 2 walkers coming here. So this street's starting to plug up a little bit. All right, it is spawn time. We've got 4 spawn points. 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th will always be the necromancer spawn site. All right, let's get spawning some more zombies because that's what we need. And in spawn location number 1, we have One walker. Yes, everyone is still in the blue. I strategically did that with Samson. I didn't want anyone popping into the yellow. So we get one walker. All right, let's go to the north. And the spawn point to the north, the regular one. What do we have? What do we have? We have no one. Okay, that's good. And so that was spawn point 2. 3 is going to be at the bottom. 4 will be the necromancer spawn point. All right, on the bottom spawn location, we have one walker. Okay. Pretty quiet. Maybe we got all the double spawns, all the necromancers, everything out of the way, out of the deck early. Alright, we have one location to spawn left, and that's the necromancer spawn point. And I suddenly realize if this is a necromancer card, we are in trouble because he's going to motor down the street and it's going to be hard to catch him. But it's just one walker. Okay, wow. Alright, I can live with that. One walker. We really need to do something about the necromancer though, because if he escapes, we'll have 4 permanent spawn points on the board, and we don't want that. All right, we're going to zoom out. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our episode of Baldrick's Bumbling Band into Zombicide Black Plague. Quest number 8, the Evil Temple. And the board's starting to get a little more crowded. We've got 3 more locations to check out. We're looking for the yellow key, or sorry, the green key and the blue key to get into the vault to complete our mission. And things are probably going to get pretty worse before they get better. Alright, so thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, descriptions, likes. This is Zombicide Black Plague. We're playing with Baldrick and his bumbling band of adventurers as we try to complete Quest 8. We need to destroy the abomination that's hiding down in one of the vaults. Grab the 2 relic artifacts out of the vault that's with the abomination and take him out. There's a bile and a torch, of course, down in the yellow vault. The abomination and the 2 artifacts are down in the blue vault. Alright, I hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation of Zombicide Black Plague Quest 8, the Evil Temple.